Hi, beautiful souls. Shani here. Since coming back from my breathwork training in India, I haven't really spoken so much on here about the power of rebirthing breathwork and how it can be really used to remove blocks and help people to move past traumas and to really step into their own power and to really become the master of their own life. So today's video is all about what rebirthing breathwork actually is. I'm just going to strip it back down to the very foundations to give you a short introduction into rebirthing breathwork and why I chose to become a rebirthing breathworker, why I chose to take this training and use this in my profession to support people in their healing journey. So rebirthing breathwork is a method that was founded by Leonard Orr, who unfortunately passed away last year. He was an American man who created the Rebirthing Breathwork Center in the States and Rebirthing Breathwork International, and he truly believed in the power of the breath as a life mastery, as something that we are all divinely entitled to use to help our healing process. And he connected this idea with circular connected breathing, that is inhaling and exhaling with no pause between the breaths. And he connected it with spiritual psychology and creative thinking and spiritual purification. So these are some of the pillars that the rebirthing breathwork is based on, and I will go into them in more detail in other videos. But today I'm just going to give you a foundation to what it is, and again, why I chose to become a rebirthing breathwork practitioner. So there are actually two stages to the rebirthing process. The first is the energy cycle or the learning of how to breathe in this conscious connected way. When I was seeing a breathwork healer in my own healing journey, and this is how I got introduced to breathwork in the first place, she said something so profound to me. It was so simple but so profound. It stuck with me forever, and it's connected to this idea of conscious connected breathing. She said to me, "We come into this world and we take our first breath. We leave this world and we take our last breath, and in between we forget to breathe." I'm just going to let that statement sit with you for a minute. We come into this world, we take our first breath. We leave this world, we take our last breath, and in between we forget to breathe. So simple but so profound. That's to say that of course we are breathing in order to keep us alive, but very few of us are consciously connecting our breath in this circular motion, in this circular breath pattern that Leonard Orr talks about, that brings us back to a connected sense of divinity within ourselves, that connects us to source, that connects us to our inner wisdom, and moves the energy in our body in such a different way that we can actually remove past memories, past traumas, past blocks that are stopping us from having mastery over our life, that's stopping us from having the clarity that we need to move forward, that's stopping us from having the right beliefs and mindset to help us to achieve what we want in our life and to move forward in a sense of bliss and joy and harmony. And so through my own breathwork experience, through going to breathwork healing myself and realizing how powerful this healing modality was, I wanted to explore it further. I wanted to use this healing modality not to just continue healing myself, but to support and heal others. And so I attended a rebirthing breathwork training. Now, of course, unfortunately, Leonard Orr was not able to lead this training. As I mentioned earlier, he passed away last year, but his incredible disciple, Heike Strombach, who's originally from Germany, she was my trainer. And she is a wise and intuitive soul who has really embodied rebirthing breathwork in her life and exercises and uses it in every aspect of her life to continually enlighten herself, to gain life mastery and to reach a higher and higher level of connection to spirit and to divinity. So, like I said, in this first stage, we are really connecting the circular connected breathing. In rebirthing breathwork, we tend to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. There are many other breathwork techniques that you might have experienced before that breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, or even in and out of the mouth. But we tend to use in and out of the nose. It's a much stronger, more potent breath, more difficult to sustain in this conscious connected way, but can really bring a lot more power to the session that we are either doing on ourselves or when we're working with our clients. So this increase of air that we're taking in, this amazing increase of energy that we're taking in, already has this huge healing power. It's so potent, so natural, so beautiful, so accessible to us. And this is where the magic starts. And this can really be done over 10 breathwork sessions. So someone working with me will have 10 guided rebirthing breathwork sessions. And over those 10 sessions, we will obviously use the conscious connected breathing, but we will also use coaching and dig into some of the blocks and the barriers and the traumas and the memories that are holding them back from stepping forward into their lives. So we work on things like forgiveness, we work on things like the inner child, the inner teenager, we work on birth trauma, we work on forgiveness towards people who we are still harboring a resentment or a grudge toward, or we just feel like they're stopping us from moving forward. We explore negative beliefs or limiting beliefs. We explore personal laws that are really holding us back and seeing how we can exchange those into eternal laws. And we look at connecting back to intuition, to self-knowing, to self-mastery, for clarity, for the ability to see things in a whole other way, to really move forward in life. It's an incredible, incredible healing modality. So 10 breathwork sessions is the recommended amount to take someone through in order for them to really go on this journey and to go deep in this journey. It's a deep, deep journey. And as we're going through the actual energy cycles, the breathwork cycles, as I explained, we're also adding that coaching element of life mastery, mastering your feelings, mastering your emotions, mastering your mindset, mastering your ability to really be self-aware of what is holding you back, or even having insights and discoveries through the breathwork sessions into what could possibly be holding you back and how to move forward using that awareness in your life. So it really is about kind of thoughts and emotions that are emerged in spirit, and reconnecting back to that divine source, and knowing that divine source is reflected in you too. And so it's about unraveling kind of birth cycles and death cycles, and how we might have a death urge unconsciously, and how we're trying to fight that death urge to stay alive and to know that life is really worth celebrating and living, and that everyone deserves to celebrate this life and live this life. And we're looking at bringing more freedom, more joy, more bliss into your life through the rebirthing breathwork sessions. And so it really has a tremendous therapeutic effect. I've seen it many, many times in clients, the outcome of a session and the therapeutic effect that it has on them when they have a sense of awareness, or they release a stuck energy that's been stuck in their cellular memory for so long, and that has unconsciously been holding them back from something. And how when we breathe through that, when they do the circular connected breathing, the conscious connected breathing, and they experience that energy shift, and they feel Kundalini rising, and they feel the prana moving around their body, and they feel different chakras parts in their body moving and shifting, and how different they feel when they come out of the session and beyond that session, what happens that week, what happens in the next 2 weeks, how it starts to show and manifest in positive ways in their life. So we can describe the experience of rebirthing breathwork as a connection to divinity, a connection to source, a connection to spirit, to universe, and a connection back into yourself. We can describe it as an incredible healing modality for for connecting in with the negative thoughts, the beliefs, the blocks that you're holding on to, either consciously or subconsciously, or even unconsciously, and using the breath to move past that and through that to help you to move forward. We have this beautiful sense of completion at the end of a session when a client is in just pure bliss, like a beautiful shavasana at the end of yoga, when you are just completely sated and you are so in your bliss and so in your peace. It's like you're back into your divine childlike being once again, and it's like back to being reborn and rebirthed once again. So this is just the very foundation, the very beginning of what rebirthing breathwork is. And why I chose to become a rebirthing breathworker is because of my own healing journey with the breath, because I see and feel and know the difference that it's made to my life personally, and I can see and feel and know the difference it's making to my clients' lives. And for me, it's just the most beautiful journey to take somebody on. It's the most beautiful way to connect back to their divinity. It's the most incredible way for them to naturally heal themselves and step back into their own power, with me there to guide them through. So I'll be doing more series of videos on rebirthing breathwork, and we'll dig into different topics about the power of conscious connected breathing and how it can support you and how it can encourage you and how it can really just take you up to the next level in your life and help you to step out into your own power and become the master of your own life. If you are interested in knowing more about rebirthing breathwork and how you can work with the breath, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be so happy to answer your questions, and I'll be doing more videos on different aspects of the breath and how this can support you in your own healing journey. So for now, wishing you a beautiful day from my heart to yours.